What will you do to end the rampant partisanship that has gridlocked government?
Well, you know, it's part of it. There's two things you got to understand. One is the words we use, because a lot of times compromise has become a bad word in Congress. And I don't like using the word compromise. I like using the word negotiate. Right? With compromise, there's a sense of you lose something. With negotiation, by default, both sides win. So I think we need to switch the conversation, the words we use, from compromise to negotiate, where we recognize that both sides win. And there's another thing we have to understand, and this is a new concept for me. Someone told me this a few years ago. You might disagree with someone completely. You know, how many times do we say, you know, that person's crazy, I can't understand why he's doing the thing he's doing. Both sides say that about each other. The key is both of us are actually acting 100% logically. We're acting logically based on how the world occurs to us. You know, we see certain facts, we create beliefs around those facts, and we act logically, you know, in how we perceive those facts, those beliefs. So our job as congressmen, as representatives, as we're talking to someone across the aisle, is to recognize that they're acting logically on how they see the world. So you have to figure out what facts overlap and how you can get your beliefs together. And once you can get those beliefs together, you can actually start working together and negotiating.
Mr. Wenstrup.
Yeah, there's no doubt that as people look at Congress, they sense dysfunction and they see gridlock. There's no doubt about it. I would say that it's been interesting within my freshman class, both Republican and Democrat, how many things that we have been able to do together, where we have meetings every couple of months, where we get a speaker together, and we also socialize together. And I think that that's one of the keys sometimes, that if you actually spend time with each other, looking at each other and hearing each other out, you can get somewhere. There's differences of opinion, there's no doubt about it. Some are very strong, but often you can find common ground. It's difficult right now as the House has passed, just in this particular session, 113th Congress, over 360 bills that the Senate hasn't taken up. And I grant you there's some that the Senate had passed that the House has not taken up. But we need to return to regular order, and we have to demand that. The Senate didn't pass a budget for 4 years, which is part of their responsibilities. They didn't pass a budget until we passed a bill saying that you won't get paid until you pass the budget. And then they finally passed the budget, and we were able to get towards regular order. This year, the House passed 7 of the 12 appropriations bills, which actually say how we want to spend our money, how we spend our money. The Senate has done 0. So it makes it very difficult when one part of Congress is enacting. But I can tell you there's times when we come together. And the VA bill is a classic example. We came together very well in the House of Representatives, and then I was one of the conferees with the Senate, and we passed a bill that's going to help our veterans move forward. National Defense Authorization Act in the House, 68 members voted in committee, bipartisan, unanimously to pass that bill. It does happen, it just doesn't usually make the